hope you enjoyed last week's lesson, where we looked at a technical exercise that I wrote out, which took 7th chord arpeggios through all 12 keys using the major scale as our guide. If you haven't watched last week's lesson, I suggest that you do so before continuing with this lesson. In this lesson, we'll be taking the same technical exercise through all 12 keys using the melodic minor scale as our guide. The melodic minor scale is an essential scale for improvising, and it works really well over altered dominant chords, as well as a variety of other types of chords that you very commonly see in jazz improvisation. Remember to work slowly and focus as you gradually build speed with the metronome. Stay tuned at the end of this video for another suggestion with how to practice this technical exercise by using displacement. Now when you're first starting off using this exercise, I suggest that you go at a pretty slow tempo, somewhere around 60 to 80 beats per minute. And that would put the 8th note somewhere around here. But I've been playing this exercise for about a week now, and I'm comfortable playing about double the speed on whatever metronome tempo I have it set on. So we're going to play using 16th notes instead of 8th notes, which is going to put us at more of about 120 beats per minute since I have the metronome set on 60 beats per minute. So here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. One thing to keep in mind while playing through this exercise is the shape of your hand, because all of these arpeggios are shapes that we could play as voicings in our left or our right hand. Jazz pianist Barry Harris talks a lot about using shapes while improvising, and his advice is something that I've definitely taken to heart. I think it makes for a more cohesive improvisation, and it definitely gives you something to focus on, especially if you're having trouble coming up with new ideas. Here's an alternative variation of the exercise for this week, one that uses rhythmic displacement. So what I'm going to do is, instead of starting the exercise on beat 1, I'm going to anticipate it by either an 8th note or a 16th note, depending on how you're thinking about the exercise rhythmically. Okay? So I'm going to use 16th notes, so I'm going to start the exercise displaced by one whole 16th note from the first beat of the measure. Let me show you what I mean. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and. Here's what it would sound like if I displaced it by two 16th notes. 4E and Here's what it would sound like if I displaced it by 3 16th notes. 4E and So you can see by using rhythmic displacement you can give the exercise or the melody a completely different feel and a completely different way for you to hear the melody in your head. I hope you enjoyed this technical exercise. I do come out with new jazz piano videos every single week, so if that's something you're interested in, please feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching.